debris everywhere. But weren't they just illusions? That there's someone else here besides me? The true Sting died from a high heat reaction. And the scar, how can this be? I know it all. The swarm is one thing, but even for Memori, why would Glamoth's Iron Cavalry appear in Penacony? I hope we can see the stars. Will we see each other again?
Then we should be able to find each other.
AR, is this what dreams are? Is this nightmare your memory?
All right. Not the best timing, but that's as far as this first try goes. So, how are you feeling? Any discomfort? Strictly speaking, these are my memories. I can't presume to... You had just arrived in Penacony at that time, and were checking... By now, you should know that memories are both precious and dangerous. I must be extremely careful in allowing all the details of the past to come to the surface. If too many memories come flooding back at once, it would be too much for you to bear. Relax. The dust is being swept aside, speck by speck. Look. Though part of it was stolen, the memory of Penacony has become clear again. What you just witnessed was her beginning. This dream diverges into two parallel paths. Yours, named the these two paths will eventually intersect. And to reach that moment, we must find more contradict. You still remember her, don't you? Robin, known by after you entered the dream. She was using the Harmony's power to help you adjust to the sweet. She had already become a victim of a sinister plot when you saw her again. What did she discover during that time that would make her speak careful? This time, we're into a past, utterly at odds with the memory.
Are you alright?
Surprisingly,
Well, you are in the dreamscape after all.
Seems like our guest here hasn't gotten used to the transition. Of weightlessness is normal for new visitors. Robin, please guide our friend in getting more comfortable with the new environment.
Robin.
Leave it to me.
Don't worry. Just relax. You'll be feeling the... Even so, tuning is still beyond me.
Don't worry. Keep going. I'll help you.
But brother, this...
What did you do to me?
Relax. Just did some tuning on you with the resonance of the harmony to allow you to control your limbs freely in the dreamscape. Essentially, the dream of Penacony is a world formed by Memoria. Only by fully understanding it, unless you're one of the memo keepers of the Garden of Recollection, it can be difficult at first to manipulate the Memoria as you wish. But once you've been tuned by the harmony, you can use the same laws of physics from the real... Oh, oops. I've fallen into my professional habits again. I just can't seem to shake off this urge to be a know-it-all.
Don't mind him. He's always like that. Please, enjoy the beautiful dreamscape the family has built for everyone. We shall take care of you. Have a blast! Sorry, brother.
I'm the one who should apologize. I knew you weren't feeling well, yet I should have known. Losing your voice was just the tip of the iceberg.
Just as I thought. You figured it out too.
Your letter. I've kept it with me all this time. Don't worry. This is crucial. I'll uncover the truth before the festival begins.
Let me help you shoulder some of the burden. Did something happen in
The Charmony Festival is approaching, and with all sorts of guests mingling, Mr. Gopherwood must focus entirely on this. Creates an opening for some people to exploit. If there really is a traitor in the family.
I heard the Dream Master has fallen ill. Since I came back, I haven't...
There was an accident not long ago. He's gravely ill, and I'm afraid he won't be. That's why we need to help him even more. Leave the investigation to me. You don't have to worry.
But...
No buts. Listen, Robin. Never get involved with death in dreams. You need to sing your heart out. I promise you, when the curtain rises, no noise will drown out your brilliance. Not even the shadow of harmony itself.
That's true. Ever since we were kids, there's nothing my big brother couldn't handle. Then I'll go get ready. I won't take up any more of your time. Be careful, brother. And don't forget to save a good spot for yourself.
Of course. Who says I can't?
See you later. Big brother. You're always hiding your true feelings like this. You're acting like everything's fine. I saw you at Daylight Pavilion. You were clearly... When I wrote that letter, I could still barely manage to tune. Later, things just kept getting worse. My intuition tells me that something must be wrong with the dreamscape. In my current state, I'm wondering if I can even set... I'll do my best. I've been wondering about something from just now. There seems to be a faint dissonance nearby. Is that her?
Don't even think about running away.
Sorry for bothering you.
What's wrong? I'll help you. I can't possibly ignore...
Hey, look.
Ha! Good work. Now we can nab...
Stowaway? Seems it wasn't a coincidence. The Bloodhound picked up that strange noise too, just like I did. Better to stay out of sight for now. If that girl really is an outsider...
That's enough, boys.
Sir.
What's gotten into you all? Open your eyes and take a good look. Is that...
Huh? Who's...
Don't you know him? Look at his brown hair and grey vest.
I see. Sir, the thing is... Young lady there...
That's nonsense. Take another look, will ya? The witness report says that the suspect is a lad with silver hair, and you guys are going after a... Well, just...
Yes, sir.
Something's off. He's not lying. But why?
Don't worry. I believe this is just a misunderstanding. How could such a...
Thanks. Without your kind help?
Just part of the job. I need to get going. If you need help...
Too many people know me. It wouldn't be wise to follow them so openly. Looks like I'll have to use a few methods of my own. I need to get closer. Find a hidden spot. I hope I still have the strength to do this.
Although the Bloodhounds mistook me for a stowaway, I'm actually a local. My name is Firefly, and I'm from the Iris family. I work as a stage performer, although right now...
Success! That girl claims to be an artist from the Iris...
Well, we can talk about that another time. Right now, I want to give you a tour of the town.
If I'm wrong about this, I'll make it up to you properly afterward.
Since this is your first time here, I say we start with the easiest games. The Dreamy Rose and Lucky Wheel are pretty straightforward.
Just here... I guess I was worried for nothing. Sorry. I should leave the dreamscape and see the sights beyond it. Maybe things were running out of time? Huh? They split up?
Everyone needs to be here is here. Not to be a buzzkill. Don't forget about your first death.
Who's she talking to? And what?
Shh. Let's not talk about this right... I think someone's following me. Did you have fun?
No. My intuition was right. That girl is definitely not what she seems. Now I need to be extra careful.
He's coming our way.
Hey, well, if it isn't my most it's been such a long time.
And who's this? I feel like things are getting more and more chaotic.
Long time no see, superstar.
There's someone else. Oh! Lady Siobhan?
Still radiant as ever. I could spot you from a mile away. I came over to say hi. What brings you here?
Drawing too much attention is never a good thing.
Oh! Reminds me of that old saying, from afar, anyone under the spotlight seems endlessly charming. But only when you get close do you realize how restless that heart truly...
Sorry you had to see that. I just came out to clear my head. But...
I heard about your voice issue. Drop by the Dream Jolt hostelry when you're free, and I'll take a look at what's going on.
Thanks. I never thought even after all this time, I'd still be troubling you, Lady Siobhan.
You must be pretty nervous if you're being this formal with me.
Looks like my analysis is spot on. Follow me.
I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave. I'll come visit you properly. It's just that, right now...
You need some alone time, I get it. It's a date then. Catch you later, superstar.
It's a deal.
Right. It is the Charmony Festival, after all. As people say, you'll be performing for the Harmony. Remember? Before one of your tours, I asked you a question. It's been quite a while since then. I wonder if you... Robin, what do you sing for?
I think I've got my answer now, but instead of words, I'd rather answer with a song.
That's actually more convincing than a straight answer. Looking forward to your performance.
Sorry, Lady Siobhan. If there was more time, we could have had a proper chat. Now, let's get down to it. The distance. It's so far. Just where did they go? The static's gone. They passed through the commercial and past the Papashi Club. And then the voice just vanished. Did she return to reality? That can't be right. There's no entrance or exit there. Again? Further away than before. This time in... Dream's Edge. Oh, I get it now. It's the ride. Makes sense. I should have known. That place anyway. I'll check it out. I can't navigate any further from here. Is it because the dreamscape construction is... The family never stops weaving their sweet dreams. And Penacony has always maintained good relationships with the outside world. Why would someone choose this moment? Of all...
Excuse me. Ahead is that?
Hello.
I never thought I'd meet you here. When I joined the Bloodhound family, you were the one who delivered the family's greetings. You probably don't remember me. No, that's too rude.
Of course I remember you, Mr. Loka.
This is unbelievable.
I don't spend a lot of time in Penacony, and have even fewer chances to help out the Harmony. If I'm willing to go, I always make sure to get to know everyone beforehand. After all, family greetings can't be mere pleasantries. They must be heartfelt blessings for each and...
Miss Robin, you're absolutely... Oh, by the way, what brings you to Dream's Edge? Do you have anything you need from us?
Pardon me, but have you seen two tourists? They both have...
You're looking for someone?
Oh, well...
Don't bother.
Ah.
Mr. Sunday!
I heard someone's up to no good, so I came to check things out.
Huh?
Just kidding. Don't be so tense. Robin hasn't been home for a while, so I brought her here specifically to look around and reminisce. As for those two mentioned earlier, they were guests we met. They left some items behind, which I've already returned. There's no need to ask anyone else about it.
Understood.
There's a construction site ahead, so we won't go any further. Goodbye.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Loka.
I couldn't speak freely earlier. Robin?
Like you said, I'm here to reminisce about old times. What about you? What brings you here?
Tracking down criminals is my duty. And you, my dear sister, you've always been this stubborn. And in times like these, I wish you're still investigating on your own, ignoring what I said.
Yeah. I can't stop thinking of death, so I followed some people all the way here. After all, I witnessed that horrific scene at the Dewlight Pavilion with my own eyes.
Oh, so you saw them. Those family members who were in the sweet dream, yet death took...
I only saw documents strewn on the tabletop. If my brother had even an ounce of energy left, just like now, if it weren't for getting the truth out of you, I absolutely won't tolerate your arrogant and...
What are you talking about, dear sister?
Just kidding. Don't be so tense. But my brother never jokes around with strangers. I watched as he smoothed away the sharp corners of himself, bit by bit, hiding them in the deepest corners of his heart. Stop insulting my elder brother. Otherwise, you won't just be dealing with the family. You'll be dealing with me, too.
And here I thought you'd enjoy my little creative spin I put on him. Don't you think he's more likable that way?
I trust you're mentally prepared to face the consequences of posing as a family head on Pen-
Jeez, I didn't expect to get played by a little bird. But do you really think you've got what it takes? There's no shortage of people trying to catch me, chicken-winged girlie. What makes you so special?
This place is still governed by the 5 lineages. And along the way, you've seen how many of their members are stationed here. Besides, here at the edge of the dreamscape, I can also...
What do you mean, can? You think you can get your lost power back? I'll give credit where it's due. You must be quite talented to have been chosen as a court. You're also quite clever. You almost got everything right. Except silent little bird. Have you considered that maybe your sweet dreams never changed at all? They just stopped welcome like a mask. Once you wear it for too long, you can never take it off again. As for that mask of yours, is it really called the Harmony? The twin of the Order? Oh, you know what they say. Robins will fight tooth and nail to protect their territory. Oh, right on schedule. Gray hair should be wrapping up soon. Miss Sparkle.
Let's roll! Oh my! I thought I could fool your eyes at the edge of the dreamscape. But I guess there's no hiding from you on your home turf. What? You want to settle the score with me for messing with your people? Why don't we sit down and have a chat? You seem like a patient one to me. So tell me, what exactly do you want to take from me?
How are you feeling? Need to take a break? The fool killed her, and the crime scene you witnessed was staged by her. Of course, there's no such thing as true death on Penacony. For Robin, this is just a minor. That stage is called the Sweet Dream. Everyone upon it carries their own desires. Before we continue, I have one more question. How much are you willing to trust me? As a matter of fact, I've appeared in your memories before. And similarly... That's exactly what I like to hear. Let's follow that train of thought. And even I don't know about your experiences in Dream's Edge. But judging from her expression, I believe... And Sparkle wasn't just here for fun. She's in cahoots with the Stellaron Hunters. She disguised herself as someone from your past, using every means possible to hint at the truth of the dreamscape. What a kind-hearted fool she was. Thanks to her, you and the dangers that lurk within. A memory zone mean something unto death. At least back then, you mistakenly, with the help of a, let's say, graceful memo keeper lady. I was there at that time, too. See you next time. Hurry. Don't worry, I've got you. Passing through Memoria so suddenly always leaves you in a daze. That memo keeper had ulterior motives. She could have sent...
What happened just now?
It's a memory zone meme. Some Penaconian legends mentioned it and called it death. I caught something unusual, but couldn't...
But I saw it. In that instant, before it was about to strike, a reflection of another dreamscape appeared in its pupils. What if death doesn't exist in sweet dreams? Or so they say. But what if that's not a lie?
Too bad. A nosy memo keeper had to show up. Next time we meet, leave it to me.
Every time you say that, it's always you who seems to be having fun. This time, try not to go overboard. It's not necessarily a bad thing. If I really do meet my end,
I can't sense them anymore. I'm afraid they must have gone back.
Hold on. Still no good. I can't get in touch with Silverwolf in the I left her a message. If she gets it... Or we could head back to reality first and get in touch with Silverwolf.
Hold on. Recklessly crossing through the dreamscape now would be far more dangerous.
What's the matter?
Death caused such a huge commotion that the omnipotent being within the sweet dream has turned its gaze upon this place.
Then aren't we...
We should be fine for now. Death has his attention. As long as we're... In fact, within this dreamscape, we might find a way to strike back against him. Before you arrived, I did some digging around. Whatever it is, I believe it'll be of some use. It's that memory zone meme. Be careful.
What's that? Firefly. Let's go and check it out. From the traces nearby, it was Death's doing. But they...
No, your conjecture is right. It's just that these birds weren't welcome in another dreamscape.
You've seen them before?
Yes, but that's what makes this so intriguing. The outcome of the battle was the complete opposite of what I expected. That reminds me, there's something important I still haven't asked you yet. Would you like to die together with me?
Today? Not really.
I just love catching you off guard like that. Then, take a few steps back. I have...
What are you...
Just as I thought.
So, what happened?
These ravens are the incarnation of the Dream Master Gopher Wood, that omnipotent being in the sweet dream. In front of him, even death has no strength to resist. The power I just released should have been enough for him to notice and deliver a fatal blow.
You know, you're quite similar to Blade sometimes. I mean, when...
It's not relief, I feel.
If only it was just once for me Was it really him? If I remember correctly, the Dream Master's body was burned to ashes in a riot long ago. And he can now only sustain his life within the sweet dream.
Not only that, over the long passage of time, he, the title Dream Master, doesn't mean he merely controls the dreamscape. Rather, it means he has already turned the dreamscape itself into his second in extreme cases. He could probably burn all of Penacony to the ground, though hopefully he wouldn't have the heart to do it.
We better act fast.
Easy now. We're safe for the time being. Maybe it's not that he doesn't want to act lately. Gopher Wood has been claiming to be ill, never appearing in the 12 hours. Yet just recently, he buried his...
So, you're saying that burying this crime took a heavy toll on him, leaving a flaw in his supposed omniscience, and...
I don't think so. After all, that secret was branded as the darkest. A mistake anyone could make. Setting up... Why don't we give it a shot? And build up some experience dealing with memes?
There won't be any new experiences. I'll activate Firefly Type 4 and end this quickly.
What a pity. I would have much preferred to see you in a pinch, so you'd have to rely on me all the more.
It's my turn. Flowers bloom for tomorrow.
Is it coming? Are you ready to let swim? Away we go!
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
You just don't learn. This is being in sync. I choose you.
Together we can do...
Elven dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
Stars, shine for the heroes.
This is being in sync.
Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting star. Remember me with love. May you fulfill love's promise with me. Don't blink. Cleanse hatred with love.
When it comes to this, you're... We're the expert. Yet I've always imagined that calling upon that power would make you profoundly melancholic.
Is this it? An entrance?
It only looks like an clearly Gopher Wood had help from a memo keeper. And since that light cone isn't in our hands, I fear we'll...
Is there really no other way?
We could try our luck. Perhaps the memo keeper helping Gopher Wood shares the same habits as me. I'll take a look, but don't get your hopes up. Pretty careless. Looks like we're in luck. We found one of their contingents. Do you have memories like that? A moment in time you never want to forget. One that you find yourself reliving over.
Of course.
What a shame.
Huh?
Don't take it to heart. I'm just imitating those annoying memo keepers. In their view, the more memory is recalled, the more likely it is to become distorted beyond recognition. Each time you recall a memory, you risk distorting its true face. That's how they justify the necessity of light cones. How tragic. They never understood the truth. The more eternal a thing, the more it stirs the desire to destroy it. But they weren't wrong about the present situation. Even if Gopher Wood were to come in person, he'd need to bring a specific light cone. His own memories can no longer. That's exactly why we have a contingency plan right in front of us.
But I haven't seen anything since just now.
Oh, sorry. Inside here, there must be some kind of gentle trigger that would help him recover his
But for us, that's probably meaningless. Whatever triggers his memories would just seem bizarre and random still. Let's go take a look inside. We might pick up some clues.
That's right. Go ahead. And a price to pay.
Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow. And once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. How could anything good?
How can this be? AR 214. Is that really you?
You don't have to force yourself.
No. It's okay.
Was it her that you saw when infiltrating Penacony?
Yes. I saw her fighting off the swarm. But it was just Memoria, and it vanished quickly. Silverwolf mentioned that Penacony, and after everything was over, she had already left, safe and sound.
So this time...
Would it be any different? I really want you to be thinking about it calmly. Nothing can change it. A memory.
You're more composed than
I wish it wasn't like this. She and we could be called friends. I wish I could just break down and cry for her. Like, what surfaced in my mind was that this is our predestined fate. And one day, I too shall meet the same end.
One day.
Not today. Though it's already too late, there are still other things I can do for her.
Maybe you should calm down first. Unfortunately, this isn't Memoria, but a real Glamoth Knight. Clearly, Penacony was her final destination.
I'm surprised she made it to Penacony at all.
Oh, the Glamoth regulations.
Worse than that. She was the first and only deserter of the Glamoth Iron Cavalry. The Empire hadn't fallen yet, but she didn't want to accept a fate of dying in battle. So she left. On her own. We had a brief farewell, but I didn't stop her. I couldn't. Leaving the Glamoth Empire itself would quickly drain her life. If we can't change the outcome.
Quickly drain her life away. Oh.
Yes, just like me. Leaving the cockpit without permission is strictly prohibited. Surviving knights must actively return to formation. These aren't just military. When not piloting the Firefly Type 4, I must stay in the Crow Sleep Pod.
So, have you figured out the...
When he and Kafka found me, I had just finished my duties as my final battle. As a Glamoth Knight. The Empire fell, and all restrictions vanished. For the first time, green flames ignited upon my body. And for the first time, I touched the true path power that the Glamoth Knights wield. That's when I realized entropy loss syndrome is a death called living.
The propagation? That's the true source of the Glamoth Iron Cavalry's power?
Yes. I've seen it happen. When the Swarm King dies, the swarm completely loses its vitality and falls into silence. Just like Glamoth's Iron Cavalry, they weren't given a sense of self. The moment they stray from the hive, they're already dead. The same goes for entropy loss syndrome. Could you help me take her away? I don't want to leave her here alone. After all this is over, I want to give...
I'm happy to help. She wanted to escape her fate. But in the end, she died fighting against the swarm in Penacony. The detestable thing about destiny is that it brooks no defiance. Do you know her name?
When we parted, she had no name. Just like me. But I hope by the time she leaves this world...
Why did Gopher Wood leave her here? No matter how much I think about it, everything he's scheming couldn't possibly be connected to the propagation. How deeply is your past intertwined with this place?
It's not clear yet. But obviously she had multiple fatal wounds on her body. She didn't die from entropy loss. Before we left, Kafka told me, in her view, dreams are inherently a convergence of the past. It's the same for everyone, no matter how much you want to avoid it. No matter what you're seeking, you can't avoid it. Perhaps she was right. However, the Dream Master's weakness has also given us an opportunity.
Good. Now then... Oh? Good news. It seems like we've got a few intruders in this...
That was fast.
Must be that Memo Keeper's guidance. Either she's lost her sense of restraint or...
Let's go check it out.
You aren't hiding anything, are you?
Great. He's okay too.
Hold on. There's a troublesome stranger here.
She looks familiar.
Oh? You don't know? Setting allegiances aside, she's much more... When facing an emanator who walks in the nihility, we must always tread carefully.
An emanator of the nihility? Was she ever meant...
No. If it weren't for my father's death, I wouldn't have known about this either.
Your arrival is timely. This dreamscape is fraught with danger. Since our I can protect you from harm, but in the memory zone I'll need assistance from the Memo Keeper as well. And if we run into the family, it wouldn't hurt to have one more person to explain this.
Absolutely not. We need to keep her away from him.
Shh, be careful. What's wrong? Right now they're journeying to... I can sense it. Death has cast its shadow once again. It's close. That Mr. Stellaron is clearly unfamiliar with Memoria. And that arrogant swan, always mindful of appearances, is unwilling to show all her cards. Only with Acheron present can they cross beyond death.
Then all the more reason I should find them right now and tell them the truth.
But Black Swan is still here, with unknown intentions. If she chooses to twist the truth, you won't be able to. No need to rush things.
There's absolutely not. Have you forgotten? As a Stellaron hunter, I have a 0-point mission. If there's even the slightest chance that Acheron might draw her blade, I
thought you wouldn't care. Haven't you had
my dream was destined to shatter from the start. Can I ask you for one more thing? There might be a way to have the best of both worlds, but I need to find death before them.
That's not hard. It's still lingering in this domain, but... a win-win solution?
I don't know for sure, but it's worth a shot. Maybe it's not always hostile. And even if it is, once I activate Firefly Type 4, I can quickly subdue it. But if we're dealing with the worst-case scenario... Elio once said that I would face death 3 times in Penacony, and for...
I just hope that reunion a moment ago didn't go on. I've burned a hole through the Memoria that'll take you straight to the meme. Better hurry, though.
Got it. Thank you. There's no sign of anything. Could it have already left?
If you find any treasures, please share them with me.
Turn over this eternal page. Nothing strange here either. Wait, it's right here. I need...
Watch out! A dangerous presence lurks nearby.
Already? It's fine, it's fine. At least I get to choose how to dodge. Besides, this is just my first death. I still have plenty of time to fulfill the prom.
You should be able to recall at least some. She hoped to reveal the truth of the dreamscape. Unfortunately, fate still played a cruel trick on her. After that, she arrived at Dreamflux Reef, land of the exiles, the true. However, at that time she still couldn't venture deeper with peace of mind. Unable to reveal the truth, the situation that had fortunately, a kind and caring lady was still watching. Her worst fears didn't materialize. Death retreated on its own. After that, guided by Black Swan, you tried to uncover the truth behind Firefly's death. However, those Memoria illusions were clearly left behind when she infiltrated Penacony from the memory zone. But that hardly mattered. When she appeared before you again, she was already using a different identity. That encounter stirred the whirlpool of destiny.
Do you still dream of those slain by your hand? I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
My time?
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but... Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. Now it's my turn to ask.
Why ask when you all... I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotion. I know who is inside that cold armor. Therefore, I can sense it. You know who I am. You know this blade, and the... me. How about it? Ready to...
It's not yet. You shouldn't know so much.
Like I said, my memory isn't great. What's next then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for him?
No need for that. No harm in telling you. On Penacony, Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral. The Astral Express is not your enemy. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family.
Already on it. Before we part ways, let me give you a peek. No matter which path you and I walk, death is the inevitable finale. Even if we say farewell in the mortal realm, we shall have one final reunion when Terminus ascends to godhood once more. And the...
I've already been to the Dreamflux Reef. It's not a...
Well, I'm afraid you have yet to realize. It is precisely because life dares to slumber that they can awaken.
Ascends to godhood once more. Even if she's an emanator, she shouldn't.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, that's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams, then.
I hope you find whatever you seek.
Thanks. I hope. Huh? A phone call?
You can turn him down. You know what I mean.
But Elio said I'm the perfect candidate.
Candidate? So Elio finally...
Yes. He said he saw the fourth fate clearly. And there won't be any more surprises. He also chose me as the last survivor. Just like him.
Which path is it?
The Nihility. After it engulfs everything, I must be the last survivor.
How ruthless.
However, it's a bit different from the other three. If possible, I must prevent him from being tainted by the power of Nihility. Even the slightest trace of it.
If possible,
I suppose. Even if I have to die for it.
In the future that Elio foresaw, we never had an ending.
Your guest room in reality is Surprisingly modest. An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Gradation 12. Dreamscape.
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
They sought refuge in a land of sleep. There they were children of the flame. This box...
She won't be necessary. I alone.
When have
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out. What happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way... It's like it's been erased. Who's done this? Who are you? Who are you? It's... No. Is this not a memory? Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the creming? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together. banquet star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you want her secret? I can give it to you. And then, you can enjoy the banquet for me. I wish you unforgettable.
Cut the mystical act. I'm absolutely certain you're not thousands of miles away. In that primordial memory zone, my acuity was blocked at every turn. I thought it was because of the family, but it turns out there was a colleague present. What brings you here?
My, how aggressive. Are you backed into a corner? Or have you figured something out? What could...
That's your fatal flaw, mysterious cremator. The Annihilation Gang has always operated in plain sight, with no secrets among its members. And Duke Inferno has never had an offspring named Constance.
Oh? Are you so sure? What if I'm just too capricious and can't help but betray anyone?
That's impossible. The Antimatter Legion has been after her this whole time.
Aren't you the same? The Garden of Recollection launched 14 pursuits trying to erase me. And in that final one...
It really is you.
To interrupt another's reunion. Such a graceless act. But by all means. After this, we'll have ourselves a nice long talk about your ingratitude, my dear cellmate. That's a peculiar look on your face. Before this, I was always anxious about this moment. Always afraid you might find me frightening. Of course. Everything about Penacony to prevent other terrible outcomes. The Stellaron hunters were forced to use great power. If you're willing, and if you can endure it, I can keep going. Would you prefer to indulge in... Yeah, we were quite close. Don't get the wrong idea from how I phrased it back then. I've always thought that when two people are locked in a knife fight, with their blades pressed to each other's throats, they become more intimate than any pair of dancers. Now, let's turn our gaze to where the threads of destiny intertwine. Soon after, you finally learn Black Swan's intentions. She made a deal with the IPC to bring you before Aventurine, in order to reclaim Penacony as a show of initial sincerity. He revealed his discovery to you. The crime... From that moment on, Aventurine embarked upon his willing to shatter the cornerstone as precious as life itself. He deceived Sunday with his schemes. With such a high-stakes gamble, he succeeded in provoking the Emanator's strike. The family's carefully guarded secret was exposed, but that's all about the living. In the same moment, what began... Miss Robin arrived at Dreamflux Reef ahead of you. But what awaited her wasn't the but rather a destined life. And a
Brother, I don't understand.
Since it falls to us to decide whether to release it back to the sky, We must take responsibility for that choice.
That really sounds like Mr. Gopher would. But I've made up my mind. Let it soar free, and if I had feathers and wings like it does, I definitely want to fly. Even besides, Big Brother will help it, right?
But
It's truly reassuring to hear such words before parting. Come. The gods bestowed upon us heavenly fire, and with it divine tribulations. Let them be, for we are all today. More than one little bird will embark on their long journey. How could I miss the moment of your departure? Come here, child. I've prepared.
What did she give you, Miss Robin?
Sorry.
In Dream's Edge, a masked fool attacked you and left behind a parting gift?
Though it's hard to call it a gift. When the fool killed me, they put a mask on my face. But when I woke up in Dreamflux Reef, it was gone, and I couldn't feel any effects from it.
As for that mask of yours, is it really called the Harmony?
She might be hinting at something, but I still...
Speaking of which, how is that anomaly of yours doing?
I'm gradually getting better. There's no denying that Dreamflux Reef also spreads the Harmony. As for my loss of voice, I still need to keep investigating.
If you need any help, just say the word.
Thanks for your help. I'm starting to get familiar with this place. But Dreamflux Reef is so isolated. Is there any way to know what's happening?
That's easy. Just head to where all the action is. Want me to show?
I'll take a walk around by myself. Thanks, Mr. Micah.
Miss Robin, can you hear me? Are you Miss Firefly? So you did notice me after all. Sorry, but I can't show myself right now. Could we talk somewhere?
To be honest, I have no...
I get it. But I can assure you, this isn't a trap. There are anomalies in the 12 hours. We are so...
Lead the way. But let me be clear. Agreeing to me doesn't imply anything.
Understood. My companion will show you the way.
Blue flames. Is there a cremator among Miss Firefly's companions? Miss Firefly? You can
Sorry, just a moment.
This way? Where is this?
As expected of the Harmony's favorite. Passing through such dense memoria without even being affected in the slightest. Hello. You may call me the Dahlia for now. This is our cozy new home in the sweet...
A new home burned out of the sweet dream? If you really wish to have a proper
I apologize. But she's different from other cremators. She has no intention of stealing memories. The same goes for me. I really like Penacony as a tourist. This is my first time dreaming. And
thanks. So,
I'm sure you've noticed it too. The Dream Master Gopher would completely merge with the dreamscape, becoming virtually omniscient and omnipotent in Penacony. But now, he's losing his grip on the dreamscape. To find out why, we conducted some investigations. In the primordial dreamscape, we uncovered a crime that he had buried away. We suspect that's why his powers aren't what they used to be. And that's why he's been telling everyone he's under the weather.
Crime?
I'll show you later. Belonging to his family. You wouldn't believe me unless you...
You've indeed uncovered many clues. But before we proceed, I must confirm your true intentions.
My purpose is about... Will you believe me?
Miss Firefly, that expression and tone of yours just now...
Expression?
That's the look one has when describing what they hold most dear in their heart. When I first left Penacony, the Dream Master gave me a parting gift. A divine law, so to speak.
For a leader of the 5 lineages, that's pretty cheap, isn't it?
Since then, I've walked the path of harmony as a Pathstrider, wielding it until I returned once again for the Charmony. In the 12 hours converged by the Dream Master, I developed symptoms of losing my voice, and the strength of the harmony. I believe that the path he once pointed to might not have been. That's why I gradually became incompatible with the sweet dream. In the past, the Dream Master would harmonize for me.
So, which path did he choose to?
It's not clear yet. There aren't many clues about this.
Thank you, Miss Robin. You've helped us clear up many of our doubts. However...
What is it?
Come with me. It's time to see it with your own eyes. Here lie secrets that the family tried to conceal, and a long, romantic tale. Sadly, most of it has nothing to do with us.
Brooklyn Tiernan. I remember that name.
That's why we had to come here. We suspect that after turning away from the family, the Dream Master sided with the...
How could that be?
History as we know it may be long gone, but people's memories remain preserved in the memory zone. If we can master the technique, we'll be able to pierce through time itself and salvage the past from chaos.
Is this Memoria?
Every disaster brought by the swarm was accompanied by countless sacrifices. Some names were remembered.
What are you doing? I am not your enemy. Indeed. Our true foe is that abominable fate. Then why? Easy, child. Your struggle only adds to the strike I just delivered. Dishonorable though it may be, did not miss. But I... Indeed. As the swarm ran rampant, a Glamoth knight passing through joined the battle. But have you ever wondered why? Right after... Could it be? The Glamoth knight, born to purge the swarm, turned out the sweet dream has never been tainted by the propagation. How can this... I can leave. I can't die. I don't want it. That's precisely why I said that strike wasn't honorable. I explored your secrets for the sake of the sweet dream. Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow, and once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. How could anything golden abide in glory forever? You shall become my darkest crime. Your remains shall become the foundation.
You're quite familiar with the Memoria, so you should be able to tell whether this memory is
Laying the foundation for it.
At that time, she was trying to escape her own destiny. But when the swarm was discovered on Penacony, she didn't just stand idly by. Even though she died while fighting against the swarm, it wasn't destiny. It was her own choice. Because like any ordinary person.
Is she your friend?
Yes. And in many moments, looking at her is like...
I know it won't undo what's been done, but... I'm sorry. No matter what, I promise you. When all of this is over, regardless of the outcome, I'll tell everyone about her deeds. She deserves...
Thank you.
But there's one thing I don't understand. Even if the Dream Master is after the power of the propagation, there are plenty of swarms left in the cosmos.
That's exactly why we came to find you. With the Charmony Festival about to begin, It can't be a mere coincidence that the Dream Master is pushing forward with his various machinations now. And you were chosen to perform for the Harmony.
I see. You want me to become the conduit to retrieve the past from the memory zone?
I'll need to temporarily take a piece of your memory. By letting it stir up the memory zone, I can follow the flow of Memoria and burn a path, whether I succeed or not. I'll return your memories to you.
Let a cremator access my memories?
I also think it's too much to ask. If you deem it necessary, you can use tuning to leave a safeguard.
There's no need. Let's get started. May the harm that befalls you never lead to your downfall. This is a blessing that has been passed down through—
So this is what star power looks like. You've even made me a little... Alright. Looks like we got lucky. Oh? What's this? A piece of worm?
Found something new?
This time, I'm afraid we've uncovered quite a disaster. Let's go see it with our own eyes.
Nothing but lies, my dear. Hiding behind the title of a memo keeper? Tell me.
You really seem determined to savor those unforgettable moments, don't you? Be smart and take a hint. I don't...
Oh, because you're busy pretending to be a Stellaron hunter?
Who are you talking about?
Quite the clever move there. Miss Firefly, if you're willing to take my advice, why not make a trip?
How did you...
All right, you. Still can't help sticking your nose into everything, huh?
Who exactly are...
She's just a cremator who manipulated memories and pretended to be a
What about Miss Firefly?
She might get lost in the memory zone's turbulence, but don't worry. I'm here to bring you back to the Oak family. Mr. Sunday is worried about your safety. As for this Dahlia, she cannot be trusted. To extract specific history from the memory zone through just one memory? While there...
Seems you've been watching for quite a while. Yet you only show up fashionably late when we're about to make progress.
Save your excuses. I bring a message from Mr. Sunday that will prove my identity.
Just a message? Don't you find that a bit ridiculous?
Let's give it a try. It's only Charmony Dove. I don't know the details, but Mr. Sunday said you would understand.
Indeed. Unless it's an extreme situation.
The IPC, Astral Express, and now you're even taking assignments from the family? My, aren't you popular? But you just had to choose the path of your own demise? Back then, I not only kept Lady Acheron's secret, but also left you with your life intact. What? You're that eager to rekindle our past?
Well, you are the Dahlia, after all. I have to keep an eye on what kind of trouble. I've been questioning this for a long time. How could Destiny's slave possibly accept someone like you, whose very nature is...
And what's the deal with the Stellaron hunter?
Let's get somewhere safe first. Then we can talk. She's too
Many thanks.
You've gotten more composed. Or have you just gotten slower? She's already left this area. There's a catch? Why would I chase after her? Arrogant swan. If I didn't take her memories just now, then what exactly did I do to her? I might as well tell you. I planted a spark of the cremator's fire in her memories. It will spread silently, and in an instant, it will burn away all her memories of seeing me. She'll believe she was never here. The suspicions that have already taken root in her mind will also gradually fade away. No matter what she has discovered, the moment she attends the Charmony Festival, she'll revert. You're the one who's run out of time. I see. Not a member of the Everflame Mansion, and definitely not a Stellaron hunter. Your true ally is the Dream Master? Oh, aren't you clever? How about a little reward for that? Cut the act. Even with your usual reckless methods, you can... You're right. I can't do it alone. But I rarely feel lonely anyway.
Repent and return to righteousness. Though you soar like an eagle.
Now, can you still keep your cool? He actually gave you strength through the divine law. The Dream Master would go this far for an ally? What can I say? I'm just that trustworthy. If he hadn't done that, how could my control over Memoria far exceed that of ordinary memo keepers? Let alone allow me to tamper with the Stellaron Hunter's memories. Unfortunately, you lost your composure in your euphoria. In the dreamscape, I might not be your match. But if I want to... Harsh words. Want to test that theory? It's easy to throw away a flower, but the fragrance lingering on your hands won't fade so easily. I can be quite persistent, you know. Even if we rekindle what once was, I remain unchanged. Run faster. I love watching people resist. Love watching them flee. Let's savor this moment a bit longer. After all, for us, this will be an incredibly crucial moment. No matter where you run, I will always find you. I have the numbers advantage. You have no chance of winning. I don't want to use the cremator's tricks. Not that I can't. I knew it. Your ever-shifting morals. Never changed. Where do you think you're going? After putting on such an elaborate show, won't you stay for a little chat?
Step closer.
The most trustworthy thing about you is that you're never to be trusted, darling. And that's...
When did you figure it out? That the divine law used to share power with me was also the shackles he placed upon me.
The moment you admitted to being the Dream Master's ally, I began to suspect your true intentions. Until now. Besides, after not seeing each other for so long, and now having such an overwhelming advantage over me, you'd do everything in your power to... The openings you deliberately left during our clash weren't exactly subtle. Rather than toying with me, you were leaving gaps everywhere for me to cremate Memoria.
Oh, really? I'd love to drop the act and give you a proper taste of torment. But alas, as long as the constraints on me remain, I'm not my own master. I can't do anything that would harm Gopher Wood, nor can I reveal his secrets. Good thing we've always had this kind of tacit understanding. Always trusting in each other's capriciousness.
I wish that wasn't the case. I'd rather not draw the Garden's attention because of my association with you.
Aw, back to your old tricks again?
It's an epiphany, dear. Something you'll never understand. Let's talk about what's really important here. What are you hoping to get from the Dream Master that made you willing to submit to his control? After putting on such an elaborate show, using me to regain your freedom, which kind of memories are you?
Why, of course, the destructions.
Stop joking around. You abandoned that path long ago.
You're still as charming as ever. So, let me show you a glimpse of the past. Just this once, Weren't you really interested in the Everflame Mansion?
So you were the one who erased the memories from that music box after all.
That's right. I kept only this scene as a memento. I wanted to remember how I felt at that moment. And look closer. It's not just the memories.
Those claw marks. You've long since strayed from that path, yet you can still wield the power of the destruction.
Isn't it the same right now? I've betrayed the Garden of Recollection, yet I can still show you the memories. If you have time, I can help you savor the memory of our first encounter.
Go ahead and savor it on your own. I want to put it behind me. The sooner, the better. But can't you tell me something I don't already know? You betrayed the Everflame Mansion. Is that really supposed to be surprising?
Destruction is a glorious moment. As Duke Inferno's daughter, I will see his last wishes carried out to perfection, even if my role as such is only temporary. besides, who said I betrayed them back then? I came here to fulfill Duke Inferno's last wishes. This was his command to me. Make the Knights of Penacony crumble and in other words, everything on Penacony related to the Remembrance was my target for destruction. But this was... Working with the Dream Master may be like dancing with the devil. But I have no better choice. Oh yes, everything tied to the Remembrance includes you, of course. Grateful? You should be.
I won't be grateful for that. You couldn't have done it anyway. Filial piety has never been one of your strong suits, so drop the act.
That's exactly why I'm saying, you only think you understand me. Think about it carefully. As a Stellaron hunter, didn't I work my hardest to help? As an ally of the Dream Master, I also helped monitor the dreamscape. And when a hunter infiltrated Penacony, as for Robin, whom he chose as his songstress, I burned away her doubts too, leaving nothing to chance. Like the destruction, betrayal is but a fleeting moment. And before it came, whether with Duke Inferno, Gopher Wood, or Firefly, I wasn't pretending. I truly, wholeheartedly became their companion.
What about Robin? Those sparks that burn through memories. Don't you think that was a bit too much?
Oh my! I thought I could fool your eyes at the edge of the dreamscape. But I guess there's no hiding from you on your... What? You want to settle the score with me for messing with your people? Why don't we sit down? So tell me, what exactly do you want to take from me?
Don't worry, I only went with the flow. Suppressing her power a little. I trust. You're someone who knows how to return a favor? There's this thing called the script. Now that, I find quite intriguing. Stellaron. Soon, Robin will understand the true purpose of those sparks. And thank me for it. I can hardly wait. Even though I'm not a Stellaron hunter. This time, So stop thinking you've figured me out. I don't want to miss out on any possibility life has to offer. Betrayal isn't in my nature. Greed is.
Darling, are you fatally wounded or terminally ill? Unless you're on your deathbed, I don't believe you're actually being this honest.
I can make an exception for you, but most people, I certainly don't want them to remember. Sometimes, I resent memories, because some people don't deserve to witness my... And besides, you're no better when it comes to greed. On my deathbed, I suppose that's not entirely wrong. I was hoping a little honesty could talk you into dying with me.
No, thank you.
Too late. You're already caught up in the secret. Come on, just a few steps more. Even if I tried to turn you away, you wouldn't want to.
A will of metal and stone.
I see now. A piece of worm-eaten oak. You weren't just making that up.
Oakwood is prone to insect infestation. Nothing surprising about that.
It's him.
Where might those lovely stellar jades be hiding?
Just look at this place. Shouldn't be this lively here. Ladies, which one of us would you say is the uninvited guest?
Mr. Aventurine, what are you...
Oh, the game's over. And I scored a big win.
Oh, what did you get out of it?
The Nihility Emanator cut me, and I died in the most...
Oh, speaking of which, you must know exactly how that feels. My dear lady who loves to dance.
Still better than having no invites at all, my dear helpful lady.
You two are really something special.
You're quite interesting, Mr. Aventurine. However, you weren't supposed to find your way here. Unless you can give me a reason, I'll indulge you by letting you die once more.
That confident?
You haven't hidden your weakness well. Even though you're one of the 10 Stonehearts. Right now...
I wouldn't be so sure. Since you know who I am, you should know better than to gamble. Consider this warned. So long as my trump card remains unplayed, none will dare see the hand through to the end.
Too bad you've used up all your luck for today. I've always found losing more interesting.
Hold up. No need to rush into making it. Mr. Aventurine, congratulations on uncovering the truth behind death. But from...
Well, after taking a solid hit from the Emanator's blade, I never got the chance to enjoy a good nap. Thus I sank into the chaotic memory zone, and then
As I thought. You two haven't noticed. The answer was right under your noses this whole time. You can traverse through Memoria. Ladies, you didn't think the IPC would enter Penacony backed by a most attractive package. I quietly assembled a team to research the memory zone. And I only asked for one thing in return. To be honest, they didn't contribute a thing. But Rosalina Jane Estella, the former undertaking once belonging to this nameless. She once boarded the Astral Express as an outstanding surveyor. Years ago, in pursuit of the primordial dreamscape secrets, she ventured alone into the memory zone and was never seen again. Everyone believed she had perished, taking the mysteries of the dreamscape to her grave. But that wasn't the truth. Before departing from this world, she single-handedly forged the pathway of Memoria.
Mr. Aventurine, do you even realize what you're saying?
Look, I didn't believe it at first either. But the Nameless, as it happens, had quite a unique background that led her to devise a brilliant solution. Using the technology from the Zarina Earth system, she gave her life to the memory zone, giving Penacony's dreamscape a unique signature. When dream chasers wander into the memory zone, they'll drift towards places that can fulfill. Those who yearn for freedom will witness the form of the primordial dreamscape. Those consumed by obsession might encounter certain and those who are lost and directionless will return to the 12 hours, seeking their path within their own past. The family discovered this trait and cleverly utilized it, allowing guests to be sent to different hours upon... In other words, this Nameless is the true founder of the planet of festivities. As for me... maybe I ran into a good doctor. The impossible in dreams is not death, but dormancy. Do stay alive. I wish you the best of luck. Looks like I'm pretty lucky.
It would seem luck. Fate is truly fascinating. Remember Miss Robin's question? If the Dream Master was after the propagation. Years ago, he had already completed this plan, waiting for a Glamoth Knight to enter the dream. Unfortunately, yet just as the Charmony Festival was about to begin, a descendant of the Glamoth Knights appeared uninvited, and everything began to turn once again. The Dream Master was never afraid of Firefly investigating the propagation. That was exactly the truth he wanted her to see.
Wait, is that why you trapped her in the memory zone?
Correct. This place is where the Dream Master wanted her to be. And he wanted her to think she'd figured something out, only to make...
So, what exactly is the Dream Master plotting?
It doesn't matter anymore. We've missed our chance to stop him.
Even if we catch him in person.
From the very beginning, he never existed anywhere at all. When he attempted to merge with the dreamscape, he transformed himself into 4 primordial divine.
The gods bestowed upon us heavenly fire, and with it, divine tribulation.
The first law. As his parting gift, he bestowed it upon Robin.
Repent and return to righteousness. Though you soar like...
The second law is the power he bestowed upon me as his collaborator. At the same time, it serves as a constraint to ensure I... And the third law...
Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow. And once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the...
I haven't seen it myself either. According to him, it was an all-out attack.
And the last one?
Nobody knows. After claiming to be ill and withdrawing from public view, even though the constraint remained in place, he never contacted anyone again. It's just my theory, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. By then, he had finally completed the last law, and used it to eliminate the one weakness that exists in any plan. The moment the plan was set in motion, Gopher Wood died a martyr's death for the just cause he believed in. And the swarm disaster shall reappear. The moment has finally come. Resentful from being deceived. Confused by conflicting memories. Your expression right now is so similar to what I had imagined. Every sigh. I'll try to fulfill Duke Inferno's last wishes. Advance Gopher Wood's plans, and yes, indeed, I've helped the Stellaron hunters uncover. Don't be too mad. I wasn't a Stellaron hunter back then, but wasn't everything that happened in Though it wasn't my original intention, I wanted to help her, to keep her from getting caught up in Gopher Wood's schemes. Alas, I couldn't make it happen. The path your predecessor Rosalina left in the Memoria pushed Firefly towards a new lease indeed. How could a nameless who walks the path of the Trailblaze... As you can see, he became a martyr, leaving all his power in the 12 hours. Like us, the Order truly is a harsh path. Enna, Gopher Wood, and Sunday, the one you know even better. They all chose to sacrifice themselves for it. But then, something interesting happened. As Aventurine said, Rosalina's legacy would send dreamers to where they truly yearn to be. For Firefly, she revealed her true self to you, reuniting with you as a stealth. Then, guided by a history fictionologist, you witnessed the life of the... It was truly a life worth remembering, worth giving everything for. I would have loved to raise a glass of hello and goodbye to him. Just like the one who saw things through to the... Sunday also came here, feigning cooperation, to reveal to you the truth about Penacony, the foundation of the sweet dream, hidden behind the Grand Theater's curtain. But you know now that his words weren't entirely true. What followed was one of the few beautiful memories. In order to win tickets to the Grand Theater, you and Firefly participated in the moment of scorched sand auditions. Your coordination was so perfect. See? Even though you've forgotten everything from before, some traces remain etched until... Following the script, Firefly sent you all to the final stage before departing on her own. In those beautiful moments before... However, you may have noticed that during this period there was a small gap. She and you returned to a child's dream through a dream bubble left by Mikhail and witnessed his legacy. However, Firefly was not a trailblazer. While waiting alone, she met her true collaborator, and thus learned that there was more than one legacy in Penacony.
Did they enter that dream bubble?
That's right. Unfortunately, you won't be able to follow them in so easily. Even if you've traveled together, that old man can be so stubborn sometimes. He'd rather have the Nameless be—
No. A legacy left in the past will give them the courage to continue walking towards the future.
Huh. You're quite like the Nameless. Awkward, but admirably.
Maybe we can't walk the same path.
Passphrase, respond at once. Why does life slumber?
Huh?
Ignore that. Must be some meme. How did it end up here?
Sorry, I want to go check that out real quick.
Oh, so you're into fluffies too. You've got taste. Better not wander too far, though.
Passphrase, respond at once.
Because people are afraid to wake up.
Perfect. Identity confirmed. Welcome, Agent Mech Tycoon.
Is this really necessary?
Gotta stay in character. Follow the instructions, Mech Tycoon. Hello. Please submit identity verification for Agent Ultra Firepower Instant Star Traveler.
Who?
Mech Tycoon wasn't cool enough, so Miss Sparkle went ahead and changed it.
Masked fool. You shouldn't—
Well, someone's been kept in the dark this whole time, completely oblivious to their real bodies.
Buddy.
Don't tell me you still haven't noticed. That memo keeper is— No way. Silverwolf never mentioned me. But she's the one who invited me to team up. The family's omnipotence in this sweet dream, that was
your intel? With Kafka's spirit whisper, my cognition shouldn't be susceptible to distortion. Could things be different now? Before heading to Penacony, Silverwolf did tell me to keep an eye out for anyone asking, why does life slumber?
Oh, really? Then what if?
Then why is this the first time we're comparing notes?
What else could I do? As a fool, how could I ever catch up to a memo keeper in a dream? Every single time, just when I was about to reach you, poof, she'd vanish with you.
Who exactly is Constance?
She works for the Dream Master, but she definitely has her own agendas. She secretly... She pointed to a nightmare in which all the Dream Master's schemes would be carried out. I've been looking everywhere for you just to give you this spoiler.
A nightmare?
Would I tell you straight up? No way. I went through hell and back for this. Here's the short version. After you've lived through the best of times, soar toward the sky with all your might.
That's way too cryptic. I can't trust—
Please, we're working together. I'm not some lackey. Just because someone else fooled you doesn't mean you get to pin it on me.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to—
Sorry, I'll catch you later. But thanks. At least you brought good news.
Which part was good news?
The best of times.
And now, the Dream Master's plan begins to turn like clockwork. And so too does destiny.
What does the Dream Master gain from recreating the Swarm disaster?
Oh, reminds me of the good old days during the War of... silly me. I almost forgot. I need to retrieve a sorry, but
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere. This is the land chosen by Gopher Wood to meet disaster. But he doesn't want the swarm to truly surge forth and devour the world. The swarm disaster will be trapped here. And so will you.
Unless a kind memo keeper.
But I can't find a reason. So far, there hasn't been a single case of one of the 10 Stonehearts being killed. It's driving me crazy with curiosity.
Glory above all! My friends, in the face of the omen of evil, we must stand united more than ever. Allow me to prove our resolve with my spear and pierce through this darkness.
Huh? Whose backup is this?
Pardon my late introduction. I am Argenti, of the Knights of Beauty, traversing this cosmos to eradicate all that is unsightly in this world. In the name of beauty, the one and only has brought me to this place. Perhaps it is destiny's guidance that led me here. In this dreamscape tainted by the propagation, I shall uphold the name of beauty and clear the path for all of you.
Ah, passing knight. You found just the right person. I am an IPC envoy trapped here. Lend me your aid. For Adrilla the Beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Someone's a quick learner. Nothing else to say. This is far too...
What else is there to say? Would this Sir Knight even listen? That's the fascinating thing about destiny. Some people are just... bull.
Where are we going?
To find your dance partner, darling. By an unexpected turn of events, the Dream Master's plan is about to come to fruition. And to deal with him, we'll need an emanator to step in.
Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
I'm afraid so.
Anyway, we can't leave this...
After you've lived through the best of times, soar toward... So that's how it is. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an eon.
What do you mean?
I believe Firefly is trying...
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would be because one of the lines said...
3 times?
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to... But the death granted to me by the Planet of Festivities was merciful for my first death. I chose how it would come, and what it would change.
Have you made up?
Yes.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. May we meet again in reality. where the Dream Master executes all his schemes.
Or perhaps it's the place where he'll find redemption.
Dream Master.
No. Just one of his divine laws.
Don't think I'll let my guard down. I know your true nature. Whatever your goal is, I will stop you.
No need to be so tense, Miss Firefly. I am but a thought, formed from memory. Feel free to strike me if you wish to verify this, but his actions aren't baseless. There's a reason for my presence here.
Please continue.
Thank you for your openness. I'm equally unaware of the Dream Master's malicious plans. But he's been waiting for your arrival. That Glamoth Knight he killed with his own hands. Through me, he hopes to restore justice.
Justice?
Indeed. I'm quite familiar with this place and can guide you.
I don't need your guidance to get this done.
But you need someone to decipher the truth.
It's not like you'll stop here if I refuse. Lead the way. What is this place?
Oak Manor, once part of the Dewlight Pavilion. Before becoming the Dream Master, he used to hold family councils here. But it's been abandoned for years now. Sinking into the primal...
Is that...
I'm a...
Did Oak Manor always have decor like this?
After taking over the Sweet Dream, he never turned away any sincere dream seekers. Walking along the Harmony, he firmly believed that even villains could be transformed by Shippei's benevolence to show...
It seems his wishes didn't...
Indeed. Those villains never learned their lesson. They even conspired with one another, foolishly attempting to establish their own fate. In the end, they only brought shame upon themselves.
And then there was a revolt.
Fortunately, his heart was already aligned with the Oak family, allowing him to survive. Soon after, the manor was
Was he trying to warn himself?
If your beliefs lead you down a path of plight, why stubbornly cling to them? That's exactly what I'm getting at.
At least now, I can understand.
And I think I've come to understand why At that moment, Gopher Wood stood at a crossroads, pondering whether the Harmony was still the right, since he was about to commit a great evil. Perhaps...
But it's too late to change anything.
Not necessarily. We might as well keep moving forward. Good.
In your opinion, which path would the Dream Master choose?
Probably the path of force. But Miss Firefly, feel free to do as you please. I have no other thoughts today. In the end, all paths lead to the same destination.
Is this?
The manifestation of Nanook and the fall of the Eternal Centurion. Such news has shaken the universe, and I've long since known about it. So why would a messenger of the main family take the trouble to visit this frontier?
Just so you know, I'm here to deliver punishment, and you're the guilty one.
I barely escaped death, and I still can't reveal my true form.
You've already confessed to your crime. The family doesn't tolerate incompetence, even from a branch leader on the frontier. Not only did this one fail to quell the situation, he was even murdered. If it weren't for... But you survived by sheer luck, and I set out for this very reason. You must settle this matter yourself, and...
To survive, but without the power.
Therefore, your crime shall be punished with... I shall bestow upon you another crime. Its evil reaches even the heavens, and once known, the name Gopher Wood will lose all meaning.
I know my sins. Please.
Here and now. That's not possible. Before I lead you to that honeyed fountain, people believe it to be a creation of the destruction. For it always arrives. I shall clear the shadows before your eyes, so that you may once again behold that almighty force that giveth and taketh, and the harmonic cancer, the Stellaron.
Did the Dream Master already know back then that the Stellaron was actually a creation of the Path of Harmony? Was he forced to manipulate the Stellaron under the family?
I'd like to defend him, but calling it forced would be self-deception. He claimed he was powerless. Not that Shipe taught us we shouldn't do this.
What if you were the one standing there?
Perhaps I too would betray the harmony. But in any case, that would only mean I found the famous Firefly. I often wonder if we could face our past decisions.
If you find any treasures, please share them with me. Turn over this eternal page. Where might those lovely stellar jades be hiding?
It's in that puppet's hand.
Got it.
Rest in peace now, old friend.
Mikhail, was it you who killed him?
Is that what you think of the Dream Master? He was once the Dream Master's closest friend, but they ultimately parted ways due to their differences over the... I came for a confession, old friend. I died once, yet returned to the mortal realm. If you were as fortunate as I... In my eyes, you can still hold on to hope, precisely because you've never faced inevitable death. Would you... I tried to unveil Xipe's third face, but I was wrong. It wasn't the propagation. The propagation was able to continuously evoke people's prayers for the Order through the fear brought by the Swarm. When the Swarm disaster ravaged the universe, that was also when the Order reached its unprecedented peak. But after that, the Great One deliberately ignited a war among gods, leading to their own downfall. They would rather fall than let the Order ascend upon a step. They were wrong too. The Great One wished to restore justice to the mortal world. But what people prayed for wasn't justice. It was freedom from... Will you forgive me? I shall commit an act of transgression, mending the errors of the gods. I know my sins. They are ever before.
Using the propagation to lay the foundation for an eternal paradise. Recreate the Swarm disaster using fear to force people to...
Perhaps that's why your friend was killed. The Dream Master wanted to find out...
That's not a power that can be easily controlled. over this eternal page.
Past this point, and before us lies his final decision.
Since he wants you to choose again.
Go ahead with whichever path you think. Don't worry. I can't change anything. He deserves absolute punishment. And must be...
See, you made a different choice. I will stop him.
Let the propagation rain down heavenly fire once more. Well then, our paths diverge here. You go towards life, and I towards...
So many could go for Wood's plan already be in motion. No, impossible. This place already looks... We need to hurry. If you find any treasures, please share them with me.
If I were to have no choice, nor shall you.
Turn over this eternal page.
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Lady Firefly.
It's you. It's you. What?
It's the terror that humanity dares not recall. The Dream Master's devastating strike, like a torrent of fire, lies...
How did the Dream Master become this powerful? We needed to stop him.
Or maybe...
As expected.
I shall end this matter on his behalf. This thought, together with the power beyond the window.
Divine law.
Everything you saw along the way. No.
I don't see any justice in any of this.
Lady Firefly. I assume...
I don't think it can be used as an excuse for... Even if the ending is predetermined, we can still decide how we get there.
That's just self-deception. You've never been able to change the call. When we stand at the crossroads of choice, no matter how many times we start over, we'll always make the same decisions. All the past you've left behind, Your friend tried to escape destiny, only to meet the same end.
But the person you met today is someone who has
Well then, I'll offer you my sympathy, Hunter. Give up your true desires and start walking your own path. In doing so, your destiny will indeed change, and you may even sway the course of the... But from that moment on, you will have killed yourself, alive in body.
This is the price we're willing to pay to defy destiny. Not everyone chooses to... Everyone has the power to see the world as it is, and to bear that weight. This is the
I admire your resolve. That's enough talk. Stand down, Hunter.
I won't let you get away with this.
Oh, really? How did the harmony succeed?
Though she wasn't my true companion, the cremator left me with a spark. I never trusted you. During our journey together, I planted it on you. And now, I'll let it reignite. It can burn away.
Impressive. But do you really think you can get ahead?
If I can't, I still won't run away. If that strike is inevitable, I'll be the only one who dies in this nightmare.
Your courage shines like pure gold. Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow, and once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. Come forth and present yourself. Last heir, I permit you with mortal hands to bring forth. The swarm will again devour all things and fill the hearts of the lost with terror. Someone must cast down rage in their stead. All that lives will one day die.
Even so, I will still do as I've always done, and pray that I can stay alive. I can do it. Right?
But death will come because you, out of all people, are the foremost in seeking life.
Your last confession to Mr. Gopherwood. No, I suspect there was never any chrysalis of extinction from the swarm disaster to begin. What exists in Oak Manor is nothing but a disguise. The only thing hidden within...
True. I never unraveled the secrets of the propagation. Now, split into...
But if a Pathstrider of the same origin as the swarm were to be deceived by tuning, mistaking what lies before them as certain death, if they were to make a wish to live before the Stellaron, her life shall beget death, and that death shall beget life unto this world.
But what... I've already glimpsed the secrets of the Stellaron, and I have no need for certainty here. The dreamers will learn that the power to...
You should know that I won't agree.
Too late, child. The hands of time have struck midnight. That reason shall be the final divine law. Because the stars belong to everyone. They have never belonged to any... Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The opening is near. Go.
I shall walk the path of the Order to its end, as you wish. But I can no longer accept your divine laws. The stars are cruel, only because they have never shared their heat with the masses. Well, there can't be two suns in the sky. I'll step up and take... Moreover, how could I allow other stars to... Paradise shall soon be created,
Not at midnight, but at noon. I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun, bathed in my light.
Very well, child. Do what you must. Perhaps I was never without choice. I should become a watchmaker, too. The harmony I seek has but one...
Is that... How... Did you...
Death comes for us all, eventually.
I'm starting to hate how powerless I am. How I wish that I had some way to comfort you right at this moment. Oh, don't... She had almost reached her demise, yet she survived. He lured a Glamoth Iron Cavalry to face a Stellaron after years of plotting. Though everything Firefly had learned, and that is often regarded, the Stellaron answered Firefly. It was confined within the dream. Yet this swarm was... The propagation would awaken the most primal fears in all dreamers. You engaged in a decisive battle with... But you showed no fear. Yet that battle, the setbacks, the victory, it was impossible for you to beat Sunday at that time. Fortunately, we sought out Acheron first. Indeed. Don't forget that. Even within the sweet dream, there were still many people yearning. At that moment, you too would face a similar deathmatch. Being woken up by Black Swan was a watershed moment. Due to the existence of Ennis' dream, It's not that they're not real enough. Things always look different when viewed from different angles. Ever thought of... And from that moment forth, I would also no longer... Your memories belong to you. How your memories manifest is ultimately up to you. People can't dream of things they've never seen before. They're afraid to wake up because it's just like your actions at this very moment. Only by embracing Firefly, me, the Stellaron Hunters, this entire world, we're all waiting. I can hardly tell if this is nervousness or excitement. You are different. Go and write a prelude to memories once more. From within the ashes of time.
This way, darling.
Not another one. Thank you so much, Black Swan.
Finally, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
I understand you must be confused, and will do our best to shed light on the situation. However, before that, it's essential to know that this place is the rift between dream and reality. A place reserved only for those who have awakened from Enna's dream.
Do you remember Sunday's ambitious plan? He intended to harness the power of the Stellaron, the collective will of over 100,000 Oak family members, and the desires of everyone in Penacony to usurp the harmony and restore the order.
Unfortunately, it didn't stop there. From the early days of our journey into Asdana, we were already affected by the Stellaron. That strange dreamscape where we met. Maybe it was a sign that your thoughts were beginning to drift away. I don't think the goal of the Order was to put everyone into a deep sleep. Quite the contrary. They used the Stellaron to catalyze the leakage of Asdana's Memoria into the material world, allowing the dreamscape to blend with reality. People think they are awake, but their spirits have long since stepped into the Temple of Order.
This is what makes Enna's dream so powerful. In this paradise governed by the Order, everyone indulges in their delightful dreams and lives happily ever after. I believe what you experienced in the sweet dream, except for that flaw, was real. Only in this way could you reach the destination, lifting the crisis in Penacony and embarking on your next trailblazing expedition. If it wasn't for Acheron's plan, we might have been trapped in this dream forever. Well, I'm not as fortunate as she is. Even if I'm a memo keeper, I was still influenced by the power of the Order and fell into hallucinations. However, thanks to your memories, now we still have a chance to turn the tide.
We still have a chance, though. To make it happen, please, Black Swan, guide us to those with a strong will. The truth of the dreamscape runs deeper. We must notify anyone willing to wake up, so we can end the long night together.
All right, please come with me.
Nice. Please stay tuned.
Stay calm.
Please stay tuned.
I bet that even if I don't resist, you'd still... Time to get down to business, cowboy.
You okay? Me too.
Quite the fateful encounter we have here, friend. Seems you're also a light sleeper. I'll send you some of the IPC's sleep aids one of these days.
Unfortunately, we need to stay awake right now rather than sleep. we're still nowhere near capable of breaking free from Enna's dream. Let me break the bad news first. The enemy we're up against isn't just Sunday anymore. Nor is it the harmonious choir that he's usurped. The Dream Master has awakened the swarm disaster within the sweet dream, and cast shadows into the hearts of all dreamers through Enna's dream. The primal fear, taking root in people's hearts, had led them to call out to the Order for protection. The path of order is gradually being restored, and this has transformed Sunday into Enna.
Specifically, he's just one step away from becoming an Eon. The IPC starships converged here at an opportune moment, and the power of the preservation seeped into the sweet dream to prevent him from completely ascending. However, that is only temporary.
With the IPC around, the cosmos doesn't need a second order.
But it doesn't make much of a difference for us. Sunday's true form has broken free from the dreamscape, becoming as vast as an Eon. The Astana system is no more than a plaything in the palm of his hand.
Indeed. Forget about stopping him. We can't even manage to face him again.
The key still lies in Enna's dream. Fear and sweet dreams. He relies on these two lies to gather the dreamers' shared wishes. He's still just a false god who barely managed to ascend. If we can wake people up and break Enna's dream, Sunday's divinity will fall with it. But the current sweet dream is extremely complex. Miss Black Swan, could you please explain the rest of it? My memory isn't the best, after all.
Time is of the essence, so I'll cut to the chase. There are 3 layers to the dreamscape trapping us. First, there's Enna's dream controlled by Sunday. It wove a beautiful illusion for every dreamer, making them flounder in it. Second, there's the primordial dreamscape, which includes Dreamflux Reef. The swarm disaster is manifesting again in the Oak Dream within this layer, and is continuously empowering the Order through an endless stream of fear. Third, there's the 12 hours established by the family. This layer was the first to merge with reality and isn't forget about winning. We need to cross all 3 layers of the dreamscape. Unfortunately, we're still in the first layer, which is Enna's dream. Although we've regained our sense of self, we're one. Humans yearning for sweet illusions borders on obsession, leading them to... Therefore, I carefully selected a moment where he was completely unguarded, guiding him to uncover the truth himself to make him regain his consciousness. However, to wake up everyone in Penacony and get them to share the same determination, that...
But we can't just stay here and do nothing.
This is the first step of our plan. With the assistance from the Garden of Recollection, those who possess a strong will, like you, will gradually awaken from the...
However, awakening a mere handful of individuals is insignificant compared to the vast number of people immersed in the dream. We must find other ways to awaken the free will of millions. Looks like the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath will be the...
No need for that. Keep your once-in-a-lifetime treasure. We don't need to bother the Cienjo Alliance for such a tiny request. You want thousands of people with... Just leave it to us Galaxy Rangers. Do you know what it is?
It's the relic I returned to you.
Exactly. Its owner must have told you that it's meaningless to anyone other than a Galaxy Ranger. And that it can only fulfill its purpose because it's a burial artifact. Worthy only of a hero who has served the Galaxy Rangers with honor. When countless meteors will streak across the sky. Those meteors are Galaxy Rangers, coming from all corners of the cosmos, driven by a shared... The shooting stars of the hunt only descend on the longest night. We've stayed silent for far too long. Now, it's time...
This should be enough to delay his ascension to godhood. As for the foundation of Enna's dream, it would take an immense power to shake it in an instant.
I think that shouldn't be too hard.
So, you're the key in the end. Even if it is just a counterfeit god, we'll need an emanator to step in.
Perhaps it's not about being an emanator. This is a different collective wish. I will do it.
What about the other two Dreamscape?
There's nothing we can do about them. They're even more dangerous, unlike our current gathering. The dissipation of Enna's dream will take time.
Exactly. Once we enter the next layer of the Dreamscape, we'll be facing an eon's strength head on. But by then, we'll... Enna's dream is no ordinary matter. Even with Constance and me giving it our all, we can only reach the few of you here. As for beyond the sweet dream, our only hope lies in intervention from other eons. The Order is one of Xipe's aspects. Yet the Harmony stands idle at this moment as Enna is being reborn, without any further intervention.
But time is of the essence. We must take...
In other words, those who only want to survive by playing it safe will die.
Just these few people? Oh well, that'll do. Quiet down. You're just a kid yourself. It's not just Penacony. The entire Asdana system is...
A Stellaron hunter?
She was at the edge of the Asdana system, but she still got dragged into this mess. Just finding her.
Quite a bold investment strategy. Tell me,
the other two layers of the Dreamscape will be handled by the Stellaron hunters. One of our associates is searching in the 12 hours for the other person chosen by...
Oh?
She broke free from Enna's dream through her own strength, and left behind a song for those...
It's true that some people are born strong, and others are born weak. Their path of happiness should be forged. This includes my brothers.
I see. So, we were able to wake up thanks to Miss Robin's help. But the flaws...
I agree with you, Black Swan. That's why the most critical to inspire them to save...
They'll stir up something big to help break you free from the... As for the primordial dreamscape, Sam is standing by, just waiting for you to break free from Enna's dream. Now, I'll tell you, but don't panic. She will die. She will die a second time, facing a better fate will be determined by you. She will help you break through the second layer of the dreamscape. Then, she'll fall into... If you defeat Sunday and wake her from that dream, then her second... But if you fail, the dreamscape will
But that still doesn't solve the fundamental problem. What about Sunday? He could wipe out all our efforts with no more than a glance the moment we cross.
Oh, Miss Memo Keeper. It's time for a game of recall. So long as my trump card remains unplayed, none will dare see the hand through. Let me point out two mistakes. One, having personally been to the heartland of the Dream Master's plans, Wouldn't I have already found a way to inform the IPC? It was to seed the preservation's heart. The other mistake was Sundays. And it was a fatal one. You should never have confiscated my... That's how every gamble with me goes. The moment you sat down at my table, you've already lost. A jade-colored light still sleeps deep within the dreamscape.
So what? Even the power of the 10 stone hearts can't rattle...
That's why I said the cosmos no longer needs a second order. The Dream Master's plan is indeed flawless. However, the release of the Cornerstone's powers will absorb the Dreamer's desires and offer them the Preservation's promise instead, guiding them to cry out these words. All...
Is this the IPC's real goal? To completely take back Penacony on a conceptual...
What, you think I'm also trampling over others' beliefs? Sorry, but that's exactly what the IPC... The new swarm disaster will end the same way as it ended before. The hammer strike will echo throughout Astana, but a new Amber Era will not arrive because of that. Today's hammer strike is not the wrath...
I'll hold my breath and listen for...
Once our plan succeeds, we can strip Sunday of his godhood. But we'll be too trained to join the battle.
Take your time to prepare.
Now that our roles are assigned.
Go. You already know what I want to say.
It's you. I've been wanting to meet...
Not now. This is... I used to wonder about destiny. But you can decide it's...
We've always been interested...
A chat? You're just after my bounty, aren't you?
No way, I'm just after that.
This grand festival is drawing to its... Are you ready? Very well.
A glimmer of fireflies. A sigh of regret.
Am I...
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. Within the foundation of law, and through harmony.
My brother... Did you
Ow! You're still trying to play the family card at this hour? Your brother does... Impressive. You really woke up on your own.
Let me reiterate. If you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave.
Ow! Then I'll reiterate as well. I've done my...
Why don't you just cut to the chase?
Time's short, so I'll condense the report. Oh, that even rhymed. I'm so talented. A nosy cremator left something on you. She wanted to use it to burn down the illusions you received from the sweet dream, allowing you to wake up from Enna's dream.
Then, how were you able to...
Well, a fool has thousands of faces. It's gonna take a lot to create a sweet dream. Both you and I can still stay awake for just a
little bit?
Honestly, I don't even need to find you. But I am just so kind. You're the last festival host awake in Penacony. So, do you want to play a round of roulette?
Stay where you are. What are you trying to do by
I want you to watch me blow up all of Penacony. Only then can everyone else launch a counterattack and wake up together. Think about it. Your brother is already a god beyond the heavens. You're not even gonna see him unless... Ever heard of the trolley problem? Make your choice. Do you want everyone to go down together?
Why should I trust the words of a masked fool?
Don't think that I'm just trolling you. My bombs are hidden all over Penacony. Maybe I should blow up a few to demonstrate how...
Stop. What's gonna happen to the Dreamers? Once
they will all die.
Then you know I'd never agree.
When it's time to make a sacrifice, reality won't be giving you any choices. Or do you want to replay the old...
Life is never a joke, fool. There is no such thing as a lesser evil in this world.
Isn't that still the Harmony's same old song and dance? But that suits me just fine. Get ready to sing. Be like a bird. If you can make Sheepei hear you, then they definitely won't allow me to blow everyone to pieces. What will you choose now? You can either watch as I blow the entire place. Maybe this will be your
last ever.
You feeling nervous? I know the feeling. You should feel nervous when going up on such a big stage for the first time.
I'm okay. I just... Siobhan, why do you think birds fly?
Why are you asking that all of a sudden?
That was my response as well the first time I heard that question. It's what my brother asked me before I left Penacony. I keep finding myself thinking about it.
I don't know. I fly when it's time to fly, and I stop when I don't want to fly.
It seems that your answer is really similar to mine. You've also asked me, why do I sing? I think I can answer both of these questions. The answer wasn't what I initially had in mind. Originally, I wanted Stellaron fell into my homeworld when I was young. Everything I knew was instantly destroyed. We didn't even get a chance to react to it. No matter what we did, it was... But for some reason, my mother chose to hum a song.
I remember that story. Everyone thought that's why you decided...
No. That experience, I've believed for a long time. That songs can't change anything when disasters strike. I might be extraordinarily talented in singing, and I might feel super happy whenever I sing. But its futility had always made me depressed.